Hello, DragonConTV. I'm Bryan, and I'm standing in line here at the Learning Center on the ballroom level of the Hyatt, where we're going to be covering the DragonCon Independent Short Film Festival. All right, I'm here with Matthew Foster, who is the director of the film track here at DragonCon. Thank you for joining us, Matthew.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the DragonCon Independent Film Festival.
The DragonCon Independent Short Film Festival is a festival we've been going in some form or other for 30 years. But within the last decade, I've been running it. And we get short films and a few features from all over the world submitted to us. They go through a vetting process, and we end up showing between 70 and 90 films each year. This year we have 85 films that we're screening over the course of DragonCon.
Wow, that is very impressive. So tell me a little bit more about the different genres one would expect to see coming down here to take a look at the Short Film Festival.
The idea of the festival is that we want to have films that are entertaining and exciting while still being meaningful. We have science fiction, fantasy, and horror, of course, but we're also doing comedies, action, anything that you could in any way claim as genre is what we have.
So tell me a little bit more about the judging portion and the actual competition. Because I do know that there are submissions, there's a screening process in order to be able to be accepted to the festival.
We are a regular legitimate film festival, which means we have hundreds upon hundreds of submissions. People will send in their films to us, usually using a submission platform that is familiar to filmmakers. So we get all of these films, and then I have a team that goes through them and screens each one of these films and rates them as far as if they think there's something that we should be taking. In the end, I am the final decider, and I'll choose the films that we want out of these many, many hundreds. And we ended up with the 85 films. Now, after we have our films, I put them in categories and then give them over to a judging staff. And those judges will go through and decide the top 3 films in each category, and then finally a final winner, and we'll be giving out awards.
All right, I'm here with Aisha Adamo, with one of the participants here in the DragonCon Independent Short Film Festival. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
It's a pleasure to have you. So tell me a little bit about your film that you've entered and some information there.
So my film is called We Are the Prototypes, and it's a mockumentary. It's kind of like Spinal Tap, but with cats.
Now that sounds interesting. I do love cats.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the process, about how you submitted, how you found out about the DragonCon Independent Short Film Festival, how long you've been doing this.
Well, I knew about DragonCon, and when I found out they had a festival, I was like, oh, I think that's a match for what we're doing here. Because we have a really fun film. It's genre-oriented, and it's comedy, and it kind of has a cult classic feel.
And how long have you been doing this sort of thing? Is this your first entry into the festival, or?
Yes, this is the first film that I've directed, although I've been acting forever. So yeah.
Okay, well, we're definitely looking forward to seeing it. All right, so I had to quietly sneak out of there because there are films still being screened here at the DragonCon Independent Short Film Festival. So be sure to come on down here to the Hyatt Learning Center located on the ballroom level. It's across from Centennial. Come on by, check them out. They've got some great films going on for the rest of the weekend here. And while you're at it, go upstairs to the con suite, grab some popcorn. I'm Bryan, signing off for DragonConTV.